So Dale Jr. said some very interesting comments about JRM's future in the Cup Series following Justin Allgaier's 9th place in the Daytona 500, pretty much implying that he's open to running additional Cup races and possibly go full-time if the opportunity presents itself. Of course, this brings forth a lot of questions, namely how they will procure a charter and who their driver will be. And looking at the landscape right now, I don't see any teams surrendering one of their charters for Junior to start his Cup team. And I'm not saying this because the season has just started. I also really doubt they'll run full-time as an open team because since you don't get the benefits that come with owning a charter, it's not financially viable. Now, speculation has arisen that Junior could purchase a stake on Legacy Motor Club, the team that his former Hendrick Motorsports teammate Jimmy Johnson now owns, since Maurice Gallagher is no longer involved and Richard Petty is only there as a brand ambassador. However, like I said, I doubt Legacy would give up one of their charters at the current moment. And for the people wondering if Junior could buy a stake on the operation, it's enticing, but that's not an option either, as it would most likely require them to switch back to Chevrolet, and I really doubt they will be on board, as Legacy left the Chevy camp to join Toyota in order to gain more manufacturer support. That being said, since JRM is essentially Hendrick's Xfinity operation, bringing Junior on board would bring tons of manufacturer support, as well as a direct technical alliance with a powerhouse team. But again, I just don't see that happening. Another team that comes to mind is Trackhouse Racing, and this is mainly due to the partnership they have down in the Xfinity series with Connor Silage. And while I have no doubt in my mind that Justin Marks would love to put Silage in a Cup car as soon as the opportunity presented itself, I don't think he will be willing to part ways with one of his 3 charters for Junior Motorsports to run Silage full-time in Cup. And even if he wanted to move Silage up, he could always just give Daniel Suarez the boot and put him in the 99, which is what I think will most likely happen at the end of this year anyway, since Suarez is in a contract year. So now hopefully you get the picture. While there are ways for JRM to obtain a charter and run full-time in Cup, they're very long-shot situations. And even if they somehow manage to obtain a charter and go full-time, who will their driver be? I already mentioned Connor Silage and how unlikely that arrangement would take place, so he's not our guy. And it's not going to be Justin Allgaier either, because he stated a couple years ago he prefers running in the Xfinity series. And even if he decided to make the jump full-time back to Cup, how many years does he have left? Some of you guys may not know this, but Allgaier is almost 40 years old. So it will make more sense for Junior to go with one of their younger guys, but the thing is, Carson Cavapple and Sammy Smith, they're not ready for Cup yet. Josh Berry you would think will be an option because of his close friendship with Junior, but that's assuming the Wood brothers give up on him after year 1, and I don't see that happening. So overall, this is just a whole non-conversation at the moment. And while it's possible that we do see JRM full-time in Cup at some point, the charter landscape right now, it's not in their favor. I do think, however, that they will make a few other Cup starts later this year because they put way too much effort for one race for that to be their only Cup start of the season. And I get that it's the Daytona 500, the biggest race of the year, but still, even their driver, Justin Allgaier, he didn't practice for the Xfinity race like at all. I believe he only ran a few practice laps, and that's it because qualifying for that race was rained out. That's just how committed he was to the 500. So yeah, well, this is not the last time we will see JRM in Cup. Don't expect them to go full-time in the near future just yet.